That's Frank Bruno, his soulmate there in the corner, and his advice is get that jab going, Nigel. Haven't seen a lot of that so far.
Colins just a little bit open there. A very even round, pretty untidy. Ben's got to use his, well, I think both fighters have got to use their jab a little more. They've got to work for their openings. They're both just loading up, looking for the big shot, just becoming a little untidy.
Third round, left hook from Ben. Finds the target. Ben's only lost 3 in his 46-fight career against Michael Watson, Chris Eubank and Sugar Boy Malinga. Proud record. He's never been beaten by an American. Good left hook again, and that time it sent Colins reeling backwards. He felt the weight of that one all right.
Yes, well, that was definitely the best punch of the fight. Beautiful left hook timed by Ben there, and he just countered with that right hand as well.
And every time Ben has his successes, he just shoots a little glance at the corner, and he's beginning to find the target here with ominous regularity as far as Colins is concerned. And 3 more get through on a left hook, and Colins is certainly being forced backwards, and this was a key point in this fight. This granite-chinned Irishman is up here with one of the big punches of the division, of any division, and he's feeling the weight of them.
He is, he's just leaving himself a bit open. He's just thinking about it a little too much before he throws the punch, and Ben's timing good punches into him.
Colins working away to the head in close. Crowd didn't like that. They felt something illegal was going on. And then some good body shots on the right hand as well. 2 of them thud in. Colins is now in the ascendancy. And a left. Ben looking disorganized for half a minute or so. And he'd started the round so well.
Good flurry here from Colins, putting the pressure on Ben, but this is where Ben is always at his most dangerous, with his back against the ropes.
Yes, you've so often seen him produce a really big punch in those circumstances. But just when you think Colins is on the run of it, isn't it typical of him to come on strong again like that? Crowd trying to urge Ben on with chants of Nigel, Nigel. Uppercut from Ben looked a good shot. Oh, and a left hook again from Ben. And Colins took that so well. A lot of fighters, I think, would have been on the floor from that shot. Well, this round has ebbed and flowed. Both of them have landed with some very solid shots.
And the work is all starting to get a lot cleaner, and they're starting to get their punches on now.
Best round so far by a street. Colins, even with his punch resistance, can he continue to take punches like that from Ben over a 12-round distance? Ben's round, I would suspect.
Better work there. Colins had a good little spell in the middle of it, but Ben started so well with them crisp punches and really caught Colins flush. And right at the end of the round again, it was Ben on the attack.
This is this spell Ben had right at the start of the round.
And he really got the leverage. He really wound up to that left hook. And Colins did tremendously well to take a punch like that. But Colins came back. He's a real warrior. And he had a good spell in the middle of the round where he's trying to put the pressure on Ben, but Ben was just moving his head very well there to keep out of the way. Ben, again, the good work, the left hook, he's just getting rolling around for Colins, just a little open in the legs, just a little tremor there for a split second.
Well, we saw in Collins' last fight against Neville Brown, he got hit with a lot of shots, but that was against basically a man who was a middleweight. There's a lot of difference taking those punches and taking those of Ben. Collins may need to get a bit more elusive. 4th round. Little warning from the Puerto Rican referee, Mr. Rodriguez, for Ben. It's another hard battle. Ben has been in quite a few of them down the years, and you wonder whether they would take their toll. But he has points to prove and things to win again, and that, I think, may well have given him back his edge.
Collins just appears to have a little too much respect for Ben at this point. He's just pausing before he throws a punch. And that's just giving Ben the confidence to land his own.
Good left hook there from Colins, found the punch well, but then a good right hand back from Ben. That's where Colins wants Ben, but watch Ben with his back to the ropes. Look at him come up off those ropes with those hooks. And this could well develop into a thriller. Absolutely key fight, of course, for both men. Ben has talked of retirement for quite a while now, and when fighters do that, you kind of wonder whether their desire and ambition is still there. But he seems to have plenty back here tonight so far anyway. Fourth round.
Ben very much a fighter with a lot of pride. He'll not go out without a tremendous fight.
Down goes Ben. It's only a slip, I think, but he's hurt his ankle, I think. He's hurt his right ankle. Oh dear. Is he going to be able to carry on? It looked a very painful fall. Oh dear. Oh, he's really struggling. Can Ben go on? He's okay, he says. Well, I thought for a moment there he'd sprained the ankle. He says he's all right. Takes more than that. But Colins senses here that Ben may be there for the taking for a moment.
Spurred on by the little signs of distress from an ankle injury.
Well, it would be awful if a freak injury like that was to be decisive. Ben is caught by big punches to the head. Oh, and then he's looking away. And it's over. He can't go on with the ankle. He's caught by headshots, and the fight is stopped in the fourth round. Steve Colins wins the big battle, and it was all over very suddenly, and you have to say that that ankle injury played a big part in it. He kind of turned his back on the action for a moment, Ben, as if he couldn't go on with the pain. But isn't that sad?
It is sad. A terrible way to lose a fight like this. Obviously a very important fight. It obviously was a bad injury. He went on for a little bit, but then he mustn't have had the strength in that angle, and he turned away, and Collins landed a few punches, but it was obvious Ben could not continue.
Most unfortunate. Just as that battle was really brewing up, Ben just turned away. Colins hit him with a few head punches at that point for good measure, but my impression was that Ben basically said he couldn't go on. What do you think, Glenn? It's a bit unsatisfactory.
Very unsatisfactory. Frank Bruno obviously very concerned, but I think Ben will be bitterly disappointed. But with an injury, it was obviously very bad. He looked in serious distress. He couldn't go on. You've got a man there with intense pride and would have fought any way he could. But it was obviously a bad trip. He couldn't go on, and Collins has got the victory.
Now let's have a look and see how this injury happened.
And just off balance there. You see he's very twisted on that leg, just trying to get the punch when Collins turned around. He's obviously twisted his ankle quite severely there. Let's see it again. Watch, he gets out of the way of that one, twists violently round to make that punch, and obviously the ankle was not up to it.
And his right ankle has gone. He said after that he was okay to continue, but the action went on for a few more seconds, and then he seemed to just turn his back on it. That is unfortunate. I just wonder, Glenn, whether we are now going to have a rematch of this fight.